Whole Wars with the Empathy Theater Project. You can buy their most recent book, Death is a Friend of a Friend. Learn more about them on their website, rendog.com. Please welcome Ren.
Hello there. I'm taking this off the thing because I have ADHD, and if I don't have something to do with my hands, then I will really look. How are we tonight? Okay, that's correct. Here, beautifully all. I mean, can we please give it up for Amy being just such a wonderful host? She's been so incredible. All the performers that we've seen today. I mean, y'all, like, we had a ballad to penguin fatherhood, fatherhood. That was amazing. What an amazing icebreaker, right? So good, right? Y'all know why penguins carry fish in their beaks? They don't have pockets. Come on. Come on. I know, we're a slow crowd. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, how about this? You know why penguins can't fly? Rude. Y'all, it's because they're not tall enough to be pilots. Like, come on, like, it's really basic. I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm just kidding. Well done. Gosh, I'm so rude. I didn't introduce myself. See, usually I'm drinking whiskey, which I think makes me, like, funny. And, like, today I'm drinking coffee, which just makes me, like, sweaty, which is great. No, my name is Ren, and I am trans, which means I was born a woman, and now I'm contractually obligated to dislike Dave Chappelle. You know, it's really unfortunate. It's like sucks for me more than it sucks for you, right? No, y'all. It actually kind of means that people will like meet me and kind of revert back to this like very odd, like, you know, kind of first grade, like kindergarten, preschool mentality. You remember? We all had that stage, right? We all had that phase where it's like, you know, you like desperately needed to know if they have a pee or a wawa. I'm like, Karen, it's a board meeting. Like, sorry, God, no, it's fun, you know, and I think it's interesting. Right? A lot of people say, like, trans people don't have a sense of humor. And it's not that I don't like lowball humor, right? It's like, just more of kind of like a no-ball humor kind of guy, you know? Just born that way. I recently was like traveling down into New Mexico, and I had to pee. So we stopped at a rest stop, and I go into the bathroom because I have to pee. And I'm like waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. And like, how long are you like willing to wait for a stop? Right? Like, genuine question. For me, it is like a little bit like less time than it takes for someone to be like very like patronizing to me at the DMV, but also like a little bit more time than it takes someone to tell me that the McFlurry machine has broken down. It's like somewhere between there, right? So I'm like waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and eventually I'm like, you know what, I'm done. So I march outside, I go to my car, and I grab my STP. And for those of you that don't know, an STP is a stand-to-pee device, okay? So basically, it is a funnel that you use to pee standing up. For those of us that, you know, can't do that, it's not a built-in function. It does not come with that feature, and it looks like a hyper-realistic penis. Okay, so you have the idea. So I like go, I like get my STP. I like, you know, I'm like a dignified man, right? So I like march into the woods, and I like, you know, kind of do my thing, and when I'm done, I like kind of take it off and like, you know, I like shake it out, you know. And right as I like look up, I see this old man walking a dog, and his little wiener dog, and I like look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and like an adult, I run away. And now there is a man in the Ozarks that thinks that, you know, dickless goblins are roaming the woods. And I don't know, they might be right, I don't know. You know, it could be newest gender for Trump. Really boring cryptids. No, y'all, yeah, I love like the weird compliments people like to drop, you know. I had someone at work the other day be like, oh my God, I would never know you weren't a real boy. And like, that might be a compliment if you're like, Pinocchio, you know. May I remind you that is a mythical puppet. So I guess we have that in common, which is great. Yeah, y'all. I recently got asked if I was a Republican or a Democrat at work. I'm out at work too, you know. I'm like, I'm wearing these pants, right? Like, and I mean, if you can't tell the little guy, that's on you, right? And they asked me if I was a Democrat or Republican, and I was like, Rebecca, what? In what world would I be like a Republican? It's like, I feel like it's kind of like, have you ever seen that show like Undercover Boss? But it's Secret Republican, Secret Republican. That's right. I am a secret Republican. This whole time has been to fool you. I'm here for trans rights in theory, but I'm all about defunding those libraries. That's right, y'all. That's right. Secret Republican. I just got back from my house. I fell asleep watching a Disney film. Love that. And I kind of realized that, you gotta hand it to Republicans, right? They're like the only villain group that has managed to not like queer code themselves, I'm like, wow, that's like really impressive, like so progressive of you guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, y'all, at the end of the day. Less of a Baja Blast, more of a Baja, like, really rough time. I just got back from vacation. I have never felt less well rested in my life. I thought that it would be like cool to like go to like my hometown. I live in a really tiny town. Is anybody here from like a really small town? Really small? Yeah, okay, So I was like, yeah, this is gonna be great. Like so stressful. I like know people. This is great. And I'm like introducing my partner to like all of my friends and like kind of showing them the sights and sounds. And like very quickly in like a tiny town did I like realize like, oh, this is a terrible mistake. We walked 3 blocks and I'm just like heartbroken over there, first kiss over there, first heartbreak over there. That time I like bought drugs and almost got caught, and it's just like it's like so compact. It's like kind of like going through like a horror film that's like set in like a Polly Pocket. You're like, how could this have all happened in a block? Yeah, no, it was good. I'm from West Virginia, also known as the best Virginia. Anybody from West Virginia? That's right. Just me and the person I moved here with. That's great. Yeah, no, West Virginia is gorgeous. It's super beautiful. Before we went to West Virginia, we were in Kentucky. I was meeting my partner's family in Kentucky. And let me tell you, y'all, that accent comes back thick and quick. I tell you, I was like, we don't really sound that country anymore. And then like I like get there and I'm just like, damn, I haven't been this bad since somebody stole my bubbly at the Piggly Wiggly. That's right. That's right. No, it's real, y'all. I'm like a very like progressive, like I look like did I say metropolitan? And I like show up and I'm just like gravy runs through my blood. Patron saint of Toyota Chevrolet. We meet every Sunday at the combination A&W Long John Silver's. 1 a.m. That's right, y'all. No, Kentucky was good, and I got to meet my partner's mom, who's like a very like classic Southern lady, right? And I was like, okay, I gotta like make a good impression. So like, right, because you show up and it's like Southern moms will kind of do this like polarizing thing where you feel like you can't win, you know what I mean? Because they'll be like, it's like your weight. It doesn't matter like what you look like. Like they will either be like, we're a little bit bigger now, aren't we? That's interesting. Or they'll be like, gosh, you're just wasting away. There's no in between. So I really had to like bring it to win the heart of my partner's Kentucky mom. And I will tell you how to do it. So if you have to woo an older Southern lady. Number 1, your personality now just revolves around sitting on the porch and using weird Southernisms that don't make sense, right? You like sit in that rocking chair, you let it rain, you're like, God, we needed this. I haven't been more anxious than, long-haired cat in a room full of rocking chairs. Just like that. Number 2, don't fuck up the cornbread, okay? I'm talking cornbread boot camp, all right? You know in advance. you are practicing cornbread. Cast iron preferred, buttermilk necessity, okay? If you nail the cornbread and they go back for a second slice, I mean, you're in the thing. Like, that's it. They're just like, so when you get married, you know, like, that's pretty much it. Number 3, I'm like, literally, let me look at my notes. Number 3, be good at cards, but like, not too good at cards, right? Like, y'all, like, they tried to teach me to play Rook at like the family reunion. Anybody here play Rook? Anybody know how to play that game? I didn't. No, absolutely not. I literally am sitting at this table and this southern woman is trying to be like, well, we're gonna beat them like a drum. 14's a wild, 2's a wild, everything else is straight. I mean, except for you, honey. But if you just play, you'll catch up, you're smart, you'll catch up, it's fine. I swear to God, y'all, I have a master's degree. All neurons were firing, and I could not understand this game. Could not do it. It was rough. So, be okay at cards, but not too good at cards, because you like want to let them win and like feel really good about it. And lastly, you want to be a secret Republican. Absolutely. 100%. So I'm like literally in the same conversation, I'll be like, gosh, it's really hot. I haven't been this hot since July of 1988. That global warming though, absolutely fake. I just try to take a middle stance, you know what I mean? They'll you know, try to tell you something like, I read a thing that, you know, the inside of the earth is just caves. And I was like, that's an amazing controversial opinion. I absolutely love that. Soft science, but I'm intrigued. Get you some more fun controversial opinions, y'all. I'm like into that, right? Where you're like, controversial opinions. Oh, straight people shouldn't use the bathroom. Oh my God, grow up, okay? Give me a real controversial opinion. Time isn't real, okay? Like, let's go. I want some like the J.R. Tolkien up in here, right? We're gonna like go, like lean in, you know? I swear to God, y'all. All right, I will leave you on this story. Rewind back to a more stressful time, Christmas. It is Christmas time. My friend invites me out to go to a Christmas carol, and I like show up, and I'm like, oh, we are like going caroling, right? Like that is the play. No, it is the play. The play, and I was like, cool, great. I am immediately relieved. I am immediately drinking, right? Now, I truly believe the key to happiness is low expectations, and I show up, and it's like, we have like front row seats. It's like, I'm like next to the aisle. I was like, how much did you pay for these Christmas carol tickets? Like, this isn't amazing. So like, I'm having a ball. They're doing a great job. And then it's intermission, and I am, you know, I'm like a little drinky and like a little bored, which is like adult synonymous for horny, right? And so I like get on Grindr, and I start talking to this dude, and it's like steamy, you know? Usually I'm like kind of like whatever, you know, like what? Man, that's like good. And so I, you know, naturally like sneak off to the theater bathroom to take a picture of me, and thank you. And he reciprocates with a very tasteful, absolutely prime dick pic, right? And I'm like, wow, cool, this is amazing, this is great. He's like, I gotta go, I will be on later. And I was like, cool, great, same, awesome. Grab another glass of wine, go back to my seat. Second act, and now is like when the Ghost of Christmas Present comes on, right? Oh, the Ghost of Christmas Present. You know, it's like the big, like, kind of Santa Claus vibes, you know, like big dude, big jolly, like, oh, that one, right? And I'm like, man, he's doing a great job. Everyone's doing a great job, you know, and they're like all over the place, you know. The actors like kind of enter like behind the people. Now I'm like in the front and I'm in the aisle and I'm like eating it up. And this dude comes up behind me, Goes to Christmas Present, comes up behind me, puts his hand on my shoulder, and he looks down at me, and I look up at him, and that is the moment that we realized that minutes ago we had been sexting each other. And without missing a beat, this dude looks at me and just in character goes like, oh. And I'm like, wow, that is like a big, like power move. That's like big, energy. I'm a little like mortified. I'm like very intoxicated. I'm like incredibly turned on, and I'm a Scorpio, which means my brain's first instinct was, how can we assert autonomous situation? And so with all of that, I think, with my best decision-making brain, we're gonna laugh back directly at him, into his face, hysterically, right now. And so he looks down at me and he goes, oh, and I look up at him and I go, ah! Not my best work. Don't know what the point of that story was to tell you, except for that is how I, fucked the ghost of Christmas present. Yes, you may clap, yeah, no. Which may have been the key to happiness all along. Thank you so much, Boulder. That is all I have for you. Please give it up for a wonderful performance. Please continue to support the arts. Thank you so much. It's my goal to put this back on the stamp. Look at that. We're learning.
Thank you, Ren. I think that story is an encouragement to see more theater.